93 Boxing. I'm back with another video. George Groves scores a KO victory against Jamie Cox with a body shot in round 4, I believe. And, well, first of all, Jamie Cox did better than I thought. I've never really seen him too much. I mean, recently I just watched not even 30-second highlight. I just watched a bit of it. I just seen it with southpaw. I seen him throw a right hand, right hook and whatnot. I thought, yep, that would do. He was a pressure fighter. And you know what? I said for Jamie Cox to give Groves problem, he has to pressure him smart. He really has to pressure him smart, okay? And he did. He was pressuring him smart. He was coming forward, but it's hard to explain what he was doing. I was trying to explain it in my prediction video, but he kind of did that. And he gave Groves loads of problems. But the thing is, right, people probably be thinking that, oh, Jamie Cox was putting it on him till that punch. And, they'll be thinking George Groves be exposed. But he's not exposed. Look, George Groves was, he was making Jamie Cox miss a lot of those shots. He got hit with a lot of those, but he also missed a lot of those. I'm not saying he didn't get hit with most of them shots. I'm saying that he got hit with less than what people think. And or what people would think, because I see how most boxing fans see a fight. Kind of like how Canelo and Triple G, people saw Canelo and Triple G fight and all those rest of the fights, right? Groves was making him miss a lot of shots. He was on the back foot, so fans might like when the fight is the aggressor. He was counterpunching Jamie Cox really well. I was surprised at how Jamie Cox was able to come forward taking those shots. Yeah, but other than that, the real question is Chris Eubank versus George Groves, and that will happen soon. Obviously, George Groves scored a knockout. Chris Eubank scored a knockout. It was not TKO; it was a KO from both parts, which was impressive. Now, how do we compare the Chris Eubank performance and the George Groves performance? Chris Eubank was more dominant, I would say, but he had an opponent which was, skill-wise at least, a lot worse than Jamie Cox. Like, seriously, Jamie Cox was more skilled. Like, that Turkish guy, Avni, or I forgot his name already, Yildirim is his name, right? So, Yildirim, he was just a come-forward fighter who's pretty strong and he's got a punch. But he was reckless. He was super reckless. And he did not use much of his skills at all. Jamie Cox was, I guess you could say he was a bit too aggressive for a small guy against a bigger guy, but he did very well. He was smart with his aggression. Maybe a bit too aggressive at certain points because he was getting caught with counter punches that I feel like he shouldn't have got caught with. But Groves, he's a really good fighter, man. So some people are going to look at, Chris Eubank was dominant. And Chris Eubank is one of my favorite fighters. But so is Groves. Chris Eubank was probably more dominant because he fought a more tailor-made style to him. Jamie Cox is a better fighter, better skilled fighter than Yildirim. And now George Groves stopped him, and that's the only reason he probably had a problem with what's his name, Jamie Cox. This doesn't really answer who. This doesn't directly answer who would win, Groves or Eubank. The only thing is, Eubank and what Jamie Cox did in terms of applying the pressure as a small man. Chris Eubank can really do that. He's a fast combination puncher, relentless. Probably hits harder than Jamie Cox as well. Been up with better fighters, better training camps. He trained with Floyd Senior. These are. And also as I said, he's been up with better fighters, in my opinion. He's a lot more rugged, a lot more tougher, in my opinion. Jamie Cox, he has to be. Bigger guy, and Chris Eubank's he's something else, man. He's something else. What Jamie Cox did, I think Chris Eubank could have done the exact same thing, coming forward and then throwing a bunch of punches and whatnot. But then again, George Groves he has a style, he has a movement and style that can cause problems to Chris Eubank. This is a great matchup because look, Billy Joe Saunders, I personally think he'll get beat if he faces Eubank now, but at the same time, Billy Joe Saunders had a style that, a fighter like Eubank will have style with will have problems with Billy Joe Saunders' footwork style, and George Groves can display some of that. I feel. He's probably going to be the best fighter Eubank's going to face. Is Eubank the best fighter Groves is going to face? Maybe, we don't know. George Groves might be. Is he a bigger puncher? He might be a heavier puncher. They're both big punchers. I think Groves have shown consistently he's a huge puncher. Eubank is more of a combination puncher, but Eubank's probably tougher. This is going to be an epic fight. I really don't know who's going to win. All I'm going to say, the only reason I mentioned and I compared Eubank performance is because I don't want people to directly think, oh, Eubank was more dominant in his fight, therefore he's going to win against Groves. This guy was Groves fought a better fighter today. And even that, I still think, when people say Eubank was more dominant, there's something about Eubank, right? There's a confidence thing that, he exudes. You can, just by looking at his aura, I guess, his the way of like how he's acting, how he's presenting himself, there's this unreal sense of confidence in him. And confidence is a big player. It's a big player. I can't wait. I really can't wait. This is gonna happen in 2018. That's a long way away for me to wait. That's in the UK. That'd be a huge fight. And for people in the States, when that happens, hopefully it will. I mean, unless something goes wrong, definitely tune in. This will be a great fight, and I think whoever wins will be, in my opinion, right, one of the best fighters out there. Actually, one of the best fighters in the world. Top 10, definitely. Let me know what you think. 93 Boxing. Don't forget to subscribe. Comment down my channel. Let me know. Yeah, let me know who you think is gonna win in. Jamel Charles was fighting someone, right? I forgot the guy's name, man. I've been so busy. I even forgot all this. But yeah, 93 Boxing. I'm out. 93 Boxing. I'm back with another video. George Groves scores a KO victory against Jamie Cox with a body shot in round 4, I believe. And well, first of all, Jamie Cox did better than I thought. I've never really seen him too much. I mean, recently I just watched a not even 30-second highlight. I just watched a bit of it. I just seen it with southpaw. I seen him throw a right hand, right hook and whatnot. I thought, yep, that would do. He was a pressure fighter, and you know what? I said for Jamie Cox to give Groves problem, he has to pressure him smart. He really has to pressure him smart, okay? And he did. He was pressuring him smart. He was coming forward, but it's hard to explain what he was doing. I was trying to explain it in my prediction video, but he kind of did that.